Hi, I'm Peter Lavis from Crown Data Systems, and today I'd like to talk about how to properly back up your CFM system and the associated files. Now, I know that we've discussed this before, but I think it's important to bring up again because we've seen an uptick in ransomware and network system viruses that have been moving through servers around the US. Now, a ransomware virus will come into your system through web content or an email attachment, and it will encrypt all the files on the infected system. It will then move to any network connected systems and encrypt all the data on those systems. Lastly, it goes to any backup systems that you have connected to your network, and it will encrypt that data and lock out those backup systems, making them functionally useless. Then what it will do is it will pop up a window onto all infected systems and say, we've encrypted all of your data, and if you would like to get it back, process $20,000, $25,000 worth of Bitcoin and send it to this account. We don't recommend doing that. But these viruses, once they get into your system, they can take out all of your live files, all of your backup files, and then any of your connected backup system files. We've seen this happen quite a bit lately, and it really is important to have third-party backups either going online or to some external media. What we recommend is taking some external media, like this external hard drive here, plugging it into your servers, and then periodically taking backup files of your Crown database and scanned images if you use our document imaging application. Now, the files that you're looking for are called BAK files, and those are generated from the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio and put onto your local server. The reason that you have to use BAK files are that generally you cannot copy live database files that are currently in use. So you need the SQL Management Studio to create the files first and then copy them onto these drives. I know that sounds complex, but if you give us a call, we can show you the SQL Management Studio, how to make sure that it's backing up files locally, and then how to copy those over to external drives. Another option that you have is to use an online backup system. So iBackup, www.ibackup.com, or Carbonite, or CrashPlan. There are several different options that you can use here. Those systems can either pull directly from the database, or they can pull backup files that you've already created. So we recommend running these systems every day, a couple times a day, and pulling at a bare minimum your Crown database file. If you use document imaging, you can take incremental copies of scanned files. So you don't need to pull all of them every day, but you can pull all of them once, and then any files that have changed since on each backup. If you have file attachments, so damaged freight photos or anything that you're saving, you also want to make sure that you're taking that data and getting it offline. And once you do put it onto one of these systems, unplug this from the network, because if it is plugged in, the viruses can get to these files and encrypt them as well. This type of backup solution is very inexpensive. This is a 4 terabyte external drive. I think it's $115 at any local Best Buy or Office Depot, and it will hold months worth of data for you. So you could have a few of these rotating around and really get a good set of backup data. Now, it's important to note that database administration, server administration, backup systems is outside of what we do at Crown. We do work a lot with these systems, so we will make recommendations and we can help you out and point you in the right direction, but ultimately, backing up your database and maintaining this data is going to be the responsibility of your company or your IT contractor. If you don't know what you're doing for backups, give us a call or have someone give us a call and we'll sketch out a plan for you and get you on your way. Lastly, if you want a backup server, that could be a good option to decrease your downtime. So if you're backing up your files and a ransomware virus comes in and takes out your server, even with your database file, you have to build another server before you're back up and running. So having a copy of your SQL server, your database server, just sitting there unplugged in a closet isn't a bad idea because it can decrease your downtime when you have to plug it back in. There are all sorts of options for backing up your system, but the worst thing that can happen is for one of these viruses to get in, corrupt your system, and then 10, 15 years worth of data, receivables, and records are gone because of one virus. So at a minimum, get one of these hard drives, plug it in, pull your data, ask us for help, we'll tell you what to pull, and then keep this outside of your facility. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 716-651-0977 or shoot us an email. We can write up a document for you, we can get you some information, but I cannot stress how important it is to make sure that you are running current backups of your live system. Thank you.